guys, it's coffee time. Yes. And I went on an internet adventure today because I really wanted to try out one of those websites where you can search for places around you that deliver and then order the food online so you don't have to call, like super lazy style gluttony going on. So I have friends that have used these websites before, and Courtney and I used one in a Unicord episode, and I was like, I need to try this because I've been living off of pizza, which is terrible, and I really wanted something different, like something with a bit more substance to it. Although pizza's a vegetable. Oh god, that hurts to say. Anyway, so I searched, and there are 3 Chinese food places that are nearby me. Obviously not legit Chinese food, like American Chinese food, but when I'm really craving Chinese food, I'm typically craving American Chinese food, so I was totally cool with it. So, I ordered some food. Well, no. Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's back up. So the first place that I looked at was a Thai food restaurant because I saw that they had a red curry lunch special and my heart was exploding with joy because I love red curry. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna order the red curry lunch special. It's gonna be the best thing ever. So I ordered it. And I was waiting around, and it was like a half an hour or so after I had ordered, and delivery.com calls me. And the lady was like, I'm really sorry to inform you, but we're not able to get a hold of the restaurant, so we believe maybe it's closed and we weren't informed. I'm so sorry. You will be refunded the money, etc., etc. And I was like, okay. So then it became a war in my mind. It was like, alright, this was my first attempt at one of these websites. Is this a sign? Should I leave the house to get food instead of pulling lazy gluttony style ridiculousness? Should I just go the extra mile, literally, and get food? So I sat here for a while and I watched House. By the way, House is the best show ever! Anyway, back on topic. So I sat here watching House and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try one more time. Let's try one more time. If another place is closed, then I'm just gonna give up for now and try this another time that isn't next to a holiday weekend. So I went to one of the Chinese food restaurants and I was like, oh, rice, fried rice, and chow mein, and so many things. I got too much food, but Chinese food is just so good after it's in the fridge that I'm totally fine with it. So I ordered the food and I'm sitting there like staring at my phone like, please don't ring, please no one call me, please let nothing go wrong, I really don't want anything to go wrong. So I continue to watch House. I've got the cat curled up on me, it's like fantastical. And like 15 minutes goes by and my doorbell rings and I was like, could it be? The most jolly man ever was at my door with my food. He was like, hello, what's your name? I was like, and then he was like, here's your food. And I was like, thank you. He was like, Happy New Year. I was like, Happy New Year. It was great. It was so awesome. And I'm sure that I just looked elated because I was so hungry. I was like, food. I have food. I'm so happy. So then I ate myself a little bit sick. But I have a lot of food left over still, which is awesome! I'm so happy. And the one time, I did leave the house today. You guys should be proud. I did leave the house today, to get cat food. Because I was nearly out. And I was like, I need to get cat food now because I need to be able to feed him. I've got him, he's not just free grazing because he's a little overweight. And I talked to the girl about it when I was there. And I was like, hey, so, like... Because she was like, he's overweight, he should probably be on a diet. I was like, okay, so what should I do? She was like, well, if you feed him like half a cup in the morning and half a cup at night, and then try to work like wet food in, that would probably be good, because the protein will be good for him and he'll absorb everything better. And I was like, okay. So that's what I've been doing. So I had enough for this morning, but I didn't have enough for tonight, so I just got a big old thing of food. But I always hate when I ask, when I've been looking for something and I can't find it, and then I finally, like, swallow my pride and ask somebody, and it's right where I was. That is the worst. That is the worst, because they always give you that look that, like, I'm gonna be nice because it's my job, But seriously, like, I was walking up and down this same aisle over and over and over again, looking for a type of cat food. And I finally rounded the corner, and the dude there, and to be fair, he did ask. The dude there was like, hey, do you need help finding anything? And I was like, do you have California natural cat food? Because I have seen the dog food, but I cannot find the cat food. And he like kind of deadpanned at me and didn't respond at first, and then he was like, oh, yeah, it's in the next aisle over, I'll show you. I was like, okay. Right where I was, literally right where I was standing for quite a while, and I felt so much shame. He didn't know that I was standing in that exact spot for very long, but I was still like, I don't feel as bad when I'm at a grocery store, because sometimes items are tiny, right? If you're like, I would like some marinated artichoke hearts, they're in like, and they're like tiny bottles. So sometimes they're hard to find. Things like that are hard to find. Huge bags of food, nah, hard to find. I should have picked up on that on my own. But I did not. So that was my day. That was my day. Like, these last 2 days I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do anything that matters to anyone in society. So I've been lounging, and sometimes the cat sleeps on the tower, sometimes the cat flops on me, watching House. I'm like almost done with season 1, so excited, and just chilling, man, eating food. Oh man, they gave me a little like a little thing like this of Chinese hot mustard, and I was in heaven, but I put way too much on my first bite. Way too much on my first bite. But I love Chinese hot mustard because it burns, but there isn't like a residual spiciness, right? Like you feel it in your nostril and you're just like, oh, like it just burns so bad, and then it slowly goes away, and then it's just like gone. I just love Chinese hot mustard so much. So like my first bite, I had my spring rolls, my very first bite, it was like, just like dunked it. Just the worst idea ever. And took a bite and my whole face, I was like, oh, but it felt so good. It was great. It was great. Gosh, what a great day. What a great day, huh, Cat? He's like, you put a collar on me today. Today's not great. Today is terrible. You've been sleeping. You're fine. Throwing a fit over that collar. Then he got over it, and then he fell asleep. He hasn't messed with it since, so I'm kind of crossing my fingers, because I've had friends who have had cats that have thrown a fit for way longer than that over their collars, so I'm really hoping he just kind of forgets that it exists. That would be great. I don't think I would forget that I was wearing a collar, though. If somebody put a collar on me, I'd be like, this itches. I feel this always. And then I'd make that face. Why would you do this? If you love me, why would you do these things? Yeah, so. But it's the last of my 4-day weekend, so I gotta go to work again tomorrow. But I think I'm gonna play the Portal DLC. The Portal co-op DLC. Excited, because we've been putting it off for so long. But it's gonna be the best. Really jacked about it. Anywho, hope you guys had a good day, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah!